Deus Vault, my fellow gamers, and good morning to you. So, finally got the box I was talking about in the last video. So, this did not come directly from Mantic. This came locally, semi-locally. Let's see. Oh, man, that was packed with all kinds of love and care. Okay, so the first thing you can see here, yeah, it's a dwarf organ gun, old school with the plastic bases. So yes, I'm gonna go dwarves. I already have a bunch of the characters from Warhammer Fantasy that I have painted, and I love my dwarves so much that I couldn't sell them, or at least not the characters. So here's a resin piece. So in here is also the steel behemoth somewhere. I hope it's in okay shape. Seeing these pop off like that is concerning. I did get some earth elementals in metal, which is just awesome because they, you want them to be heavy anyway. Okay, and then this big base. I'm glad it came off, but that is for an earth, a greater earth elemental. Okay, here's like the main guns for the steel behemoth. I'm really worried that this thing is coming off in bits and pieces. Okay. Another one of those cats. What is this? Uh-oh. It's an arm. Which is okay because I wanted to take it apart and strip it. Yeah, it was painted, but it was, yeah, not very well. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Okay. So it looks like basis for. I mean, I got a cannon here, so maybe that's that. And then this is one of my dudes. Okay. Well. Okay. I guess his arm is just the one that blew up. I do have to fix this giant crack down his back, but if I can. You know what? I think he's resin. Dude, he is resin. Yeah, you see how light he is on the bottom? I was thinking that he was going to be freaking Restic, but he is resin. So that means me trying to crack it apart is a no-no. I shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, he's much lighter than Restic is. Yeah, he is resin. That's fantastic. I'm all kinds of excited about that. This guy's gonna get a good treatment. If you guys remember how I did, it was called the Grave Horror from Reaper Miniatures, the Warlord game system that they created. He's gonna be one of my Goreblight models, and I put, tufts of grass and dirt and whatnot all over him. This guy's gonna get much the same treatment. I think maybe. I mean, he's kind of like a cave kind of guy with all these crystals on him. Like he just walked out of a cave wall. I might give him like little gold nuggets or something. Since he's got the crystals, I could make him more of a precious gem kind of guy. I mean, that's why he's hanging out with the dwarves, right? So yeah, I could, give him like little gold nuggets or silver nuggets, stuff like that on him too. Somebody the dwarves would want to hang around with. Please let my steel behemoth be okay. All right, there's another body. Those guys. Oops. And another arm. Lovely beefy earth elementals. Oh, well, there's our first casualty. An ankle to the steel behemoth. Snapped right off. Okay. Brace yourself, Wade. Okay. that just popped loose. There was only a small connection point. Do you see that? And there at the bottom. Man, that snapped loose. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna deal with that. At least the piece is whole and that's not broken. What's crazy is that there's actually gate material. There's gate material there, gate material there, and gate material here. And also still, man, the dude did not clean the model. But we've got the ankle breakage there. Let's see. Okay, there's glue drippage. You see that dripping piece? That's glue. That's super glue. That needs to be fixed. Okay, so we've already got the gun that pokes out that side. It looks like all this railing here is good. It's not broken. The horns are good. They're not broken. They're also not really lined up. Look at that. See what I can do about that. But a steel behemoth. Yeah, I have one now. Very cool. I don't think I like this weird stylized skull on the top. I think I might shave that off. Yeah, because skulls on dwarf models, that's just stupid. But yeah, it looks like everything is good and in place here. Now, what I would do personally is try to take these dudes off so I could paint them all the way around. This stuff makes it kind of hard to get in there with a paintbrush. You see how little space there is. So I would like to paint these guys separately and then install them. So we'll try to figure that out, but Steel Behemoth, I've got it. Very happy about that. All right. Now this is the same seller that I got my Undead miniatures from. So, okay. Jeez. One more arm. So the reasons why I wanted this lot was really, Steel Behemoth. Let's dump this out first. It's such a nightmare. And we'll put this bubble wrap back in. Pardon me while I housekeep. Okay. So yeah, I wanted the Steel Behemoth. I wanted big nasty hair. Very excited that he's resin. Did not know that. And I wanted this unit of metal earth elementals. Those are the three components that I wanted out of this lot. Okay, let me see. I've got all the arms, I think. So that's fantastic. So I've got a complete regiment of earth elementals in metal. So very happy. And bases. Awesome. I got Big Guy's base, and it looks mostly untouched. Really, it kind of awes me that someone would attempt to paint a model, especially resin, without priming it first. You can tell the base isn't primed, and actually with how gappy the paint is, that this guy was not primed either. So, yep. Very excited about that big guy. I love giant rock monsters. They're just awesome. So here we know that we have a cannon and an organ gun. Generally speaking, with these things, hopefully I've got the extra piece to this. If not, then I've got a cannon. That could be unit filler or something. But with these things, I would like to be able to swap out the turrets, the weapon systems, so I can have either two organ guns or whatnot. But that's the way it looks like these things are actually really super good, and these are not that good. So, yeah. And then I got a bunch. So, axe guys. I mean, they're okay. They're not the best, and they're not the worst, I suppose. Molded shields in there. So, okay, and he's tried his hand at painting some. Okay. I guess these are hand weapon and shield. I'll have to look at what... Oh, this guy's wielding a double-handed hammer, so clearly he's something else. Okay. This dude broke all to pieces. Hand weapon, shield. So, I'll have to do... looks like the shield glued on the back of that. I'll have to do a little deciphering and whatnot to see what I have here. I thought I had some... There they are. Dudes with rifles. Gotta love them. Got themselves in little scopes. And this is something that really turned me off from the dwarfs that I had seen in previous videos and whatnot, that there's this gap. Now clearly this guy did not clean his models, so that adds to the problem here, because there is a big piece there. You can kind of see it, and that's a sprue bit that needs to be trimmed off. We generally call it a nub, and then this should be able to fit down tighter in. Let's see, did he use super glue or did he use... I need to put this bad boy in the... Well, I can't do the freezer because plastic doesn't work so well. But yeah, the gap even runs. You see that big gap right there? Rough. Oh, and I've hurt the barrel. It's okay. A little polystyrene cement will fix that right up. But yeah, so it's got this huge gap running around. And that's something that, okay, these guys with the capes are supposed to have. That gap's not so bad, really. A little liquid green stuff, and that, but it's where the back meets the cape. And that's what I saw a lot of people having issues with. So, but I've got some dwarves. Clearly, I have at least 3 units, ranged, sword and board kind of guys, and then double-handed gentlemen right here. So I've got some good stuff here. I don't think I have a cannon crew, so crew members, good. But I don't think I have any characters or anything like that. That's completely fine. I have a bunch of Games Workshop stuff, my white dwarves, my kings and all that good stuff, and rune priests now, which will be like stone priests, I guess. And I think they have flame priests as well. But the stone priests are important because you're going to have these Griblies here, the greater earth elemental and the lesser earth elementals. And the stone priests give them the surge for their shambling rule, because they don't charge and stuff. They're just like the undead, which is another reason I kind of wanted these two, because I'll have the surge in both armies, in the dwarves and in undead, so they can cross-reference. They're both fairly slow, I guess. Well, I have werewolves and cavalry and the undead, but anyway, I've always loved the dwarves. Slow, steady, excellent stats, hard to kill. They're really great models, really great army. I've always loved dwarves. So, and I do have some Basilean stuff, kind of. So I've technically got 3 armies in the works. So I've got that army for Deus Vult. Oh man, that foot's not even on the base. He's like, I'm gonna have to put a rock on there or something that he's stepping on. It's cool. It's gonna be redone. So yeah, so I've got that army for Deus Vult, and that is my Teutonic army. And all I'm gonna do, since they're better cavalry models and better infantry models, is I'm gonna use those guys. And pardon me, it's early in the morning for me. But I'm gonna use those guys for my rank and files, and get myself some Elo High and whatnot, and rock out a Basilean force as well. But I'm excited. This is a start to a dwarf army. Need some Brock Riders and some dwarves with orange hair, and that goes shirtless, and we'll be good. All right, y'all. You take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Carry your lays on.